Hi, so I'm back here with my 8 GB M2 MacBook Air. Now, I've done a lot of videos about how the 8 GB memory holds up. I've even made a video with 100 tabs open and so on, but I still get a lot of questions around it. And so I thought I'll do this very, very short video. And the questions generally are about real world usage and what if I leave these tabs open for a long time rather than just for a test. Now, yesterday I was working on something, I was really stuck, and I ended up opening a lot of tabs. As you can see, I've got about 25-ish tabs open here. And these tabs have been open for a while now, for several hours while I was working, and they've just sort of accumulated. And so if there was any memory leaks to happen, they would have happened by now. I've got a lot of I've got YouTube here. I've got a lot of Next.js tabs open. A pretty typical web dev workflow right now. That's what I happen to be working on. Um, I've got Bard helping me out here. I've got Copilot somewhere here, Reddit. Watched some Netflix last night. Then I had Super-based systems open with news. And so, it's a pretty, we've got Twitter here. Very, very normal and typical kind of a workflow here that I have. Some web searches and these tabs, like I said, open for several hours. But then also I have my actual project on which I'm working right now. It is a Next.js project and a lot of files, and it is running right now. So the server is running, the local host is running right now, and that is being run not on one of the Safari tabs, but on the on this side of things on Chrome, because you debug on Chrome. And so I also have about, I think, 10ish some of these yeah, okay, so I've got about, let's say, 8 to 9 tabs of this open. One of them is the local server. This is the project I'm actually working on right now. um, so all kinds of things happening. And again, these tabs have also been open for a pretty long time now. On top of that, I also have, let's see what else I've got open. I have Xcode open. I'm not actually using it right now, but because I don't have the latest, I need to download this, but it has been open in the background. So it is eating some memory, although I've not been using it actively. And if you look downstairs, I've got WhatsApp going on. Of course, this is OBS in which I'm actually recording. And here's the message. I mean, honestly, if I was not making this video and it just occurred to me to make this video, I would not notice any of this. Okay, so I've been working on my editor. I've been browsing. Like I said, I watched Netflix last night with all these tabs, and I left the editor open as well. I would not notice that I have all of the stuff open simultaneously on the Mac. Okay, 8 GB or whatever it is. Is there a swap file? Not a swap file? Honestly, if you don't think about it, there is absolutely no indication that the system has slowed down at all. All right, so this is absolute real world usage. And still, if you want to look at the activity monitor, of course, we will do that, because I always like to sort of. And so, yeah, there is a swap file. The swap file has now grown to 3.8 GB because the memory usage, it's an 8 GB machine, is 7.21. So obviously there is a swap file. But again, and this I say in all of my videos, this should not worry you. I mean, there is no alarmist concern about swap files. That's what they are there for. Okay, that's how the Mac OS handles this. And as long as a user or as a developer or whatever, I don't feel any difference in my day-to-day usage, that means the system is doing its job, and I'm getting squeezing the maximum performance out of this machine. And absolutely no compromise. Like I said, I'm actually using this setup for like several hours now, and I would not even notice. I would just happily open up another tab right now, go to Verge if I wanted to, and I would not even think twice about it. That I've got so many tabs open, let's not open one more. No, it's just as you can see, absolutely butter smooth scrolling and whatnot. And so the system is doing its job as it is. So again, the message is, look, if you have the money and if you want to sort of work on other things, if you can afford 16 GB, absolutely get it. I would get 16 GB myself if I could afford it. But honestly, personally, for my usage, for my use case, and this is a very typical, one of my typical use cases. I've got some others as well, but then they are more like PowerPoint and Excel related, and so they use even less memory. So for this kind of use case, absolutely fine with this machine. While we are here, I mean, if you look at the activity monitor, where is the memory going? Yeah, OBS Studio, which I'm using to record this itself, is using 1.45 GB right now, right? So this is just a one-off. The server, like I said, the local server is running. The Copilot web page is pretty heavy. It's about 1 GB. Windows Server. Twitter website is about 692 MB. The Verge is a very heavy website. Console, Google Console is open in the background. YouTube, yes. So all these are heavy websites, right? So Safari tasks, Xcode, although it's not running, it's still taking significant amount of memory, and so on. It goes down, and WhatsApp is taking, and so yeah, heavy users, and yet the system holds up very nice. For my money, An 8 GB MacBook is absolutely the best laptop that 90% of the people would need. Really, if you're not doing sort of advanced ML work, I suppose I don't do that. And if even with that, if you're not running things locally on your local machine, you'd be okay. But if you want to run things locally, of course you need more memory for that. And if you're not doing advanced video editing, not the basic video editing, which I also do for my YouTube video, but if you're using sort of very fancy 4K 1 hour videos that have to be sort of transcoded and whatnot, that's a different niche, right? I mean, you'll definitely want the pro for that, and then more maybe for 90% of the people, this is absolutely fine. It just holds up. And by the way, I could be doing this on my M1 Mac laptop as well, MacBook as well, and I would probably still be. In fact, I'm pretty sure I'd still be okay with that. These are wonderful, wonderful machines, really, and I have absolutely no hesitation in recommending them to everybody. So hope you enjoyed the video. Just a quick check back with the memory, and hope to see you again sometime. Thanks.